Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss how to find surface area of rectangular prisms. We've talked in previous videos about what a net is and how to draw a net, so we're going to build upon that and find surface area of prisms. Here's one example already worked out for you. So here's the net of the pizza box that was on the first slide. As you can see, the top and the bottom are identical. And then it just so happens that in this example, the four other faces or sides of this box are all equal. So they found the area of the top and the bottom by doing 16 times 16, length times width, for 256 square inches. And then the area of each side, since these four are identical, is 16 by 2. So 16 times 2 gives you 32 inches. And then they just added up all those different areas. So 256 for the top and the bottom, and then 32 four different times for all four of these sides, and they got a total surface area of 640 square inches. So now let's try some on our own. So first task is to draw a net of this rectangular prism. Like I showed you, I'm going to start with the bottom first. So the bottom is kind of a long, skinny rectangle, 24 feet by 5.5 feet. So here's the bottom. And then I'm going to unfold the front and the back. So the front, this side that's going to fold down, is 4 feet. So it's a little bit less than this 5.5 right here. So there's the front. And then the back, which we can't really see, also folds backwards, and it's identical to the front. And then we have the left and the right sides, which are these smaller rectangles. And remember, this side right here and right here that's going to fold downward is identical to this side right here. So when we draw the left and the right side, we want to do the best we can to make these two identical. So there's the left side, the right side is going to look exactly the same. Only thing that is left is the top. Just because I have some room, I'm going to put it up here at the top. Remember, the top is identical to the bottom that we started with. So do your best to draw it identical. And there we go. Now to find the total surface area literally means the area of all of these faces added together. It's as if we were covering this box with wrapping paper. It's like we were wrapping this box as a present. The amount of paper needed to cover all of the faces, the outside faces of it, is the surface area. So we just need to calculate the surface area for each of these. Obviously, let's put in our dimensions here in our net. So start with the bottom again. The bottom was 24 feet long, which means all of these are 24 feet. And it was 5.5 on this side. So this side of the bottom is 5.5. So I'm going to put it off to the side, 5.5 feet. And then the only other dimension that I need to include is this small side right here. It's 4 feet for both. So this side and this side are both 4 feet. Now let's find the surface area of everything. We do have some faces that are identical. So the top and the bottom are identical. I'm going to just label them with an A because those are identical. And then we also know that the front and the back are identical. I'm going to label them with a B to show that these two are identical. And then we know that the left side and the right side are identical, so I'll use C. So really all we need to do is calculate the area of A, calculate the area of B, calculate the area of C, and then we'll work on finding the total surface area. So for A, it is a rectangle, so we do length times width. The length of A is 24, and the width is 5.5. So when we do 24 times 5.5, we get 132. Now I'm going to do this a different way in the next example, but right here, there's two faces that are identical to A, right? So I'm going to take this 132, and I'm actually going to multiply it by 2 and get that the area of both rectangles for A is 264. Now I'm going to move to B. Again, B is a rectangle, so area is length times width. The length is 24, and the width right here is this 4 feet. So 24 times 4. 24 times 4 is 96. And again, since there are two rectangles that are identical that we've labeled B, we're going to do 2 times 96. And 2 times 96 is 192 for the area of both rectangles that we labeled B. We get 192 square feet. Only thing that's left is C. Again, it's a rectangle, so length times width. The length of C is this 4 feet, and the width is the 5.5. So 4 times 5.5 gives us 22. And just like the others, there are two of them. So let's multiply that 22 by 2, and we would get 44 for C. So to find total surface area, we need to add these up. 264 plus 192 plus 44. So this is going to give us 10, carry the 1. This is going to give us 20, carry the 2. And that will give us 5. So total surface area in this example is 500, and it is area, so it's going to be square feet. Do one more example, and this one I will show you the other way to calculate it at the very end. But obviously we need to start with another net. So I'm going to start with the bottom. Bottom is 16 by 4. So again, kind of a long, skinny rectangle. So 4 inches by 16 inches. And now let's unfold the front and the back. So the front, this side is going to fold down. This is the 9 inches. So more than twice as big as this. And there's also the back, which is identical. So we'll put the back on the opposite side here, and I'm going to do my best to make it identical. For the left and the right side, it's going to fold down this way, and the side that's folding down is this 9 inches, which is identical to this. So when I draw it, I'll do my best to make it identical so that this and this are the same length. Same thing over here on the right side. And the only thing that's left is the top. Again, it's identical to the bottom. Since I have some room up here, I'm going to draw it up here. And to finish my net, I just need to add the dimensions. So go back to the bottom. Here was the bottom. It was 16 inches on this side, so I'll put that at the very bottom to show that all of these are 16 inches. And on this side, it was 4 inches. So again, I'll put it all the way over to the side to show that all of these are 4 inches. The only thing that's left is this 9 inches, which is what these two sides are both. And there's my net. And again, I can label them. So let's do top and bottom A. Let's do front and back B. And let's do the left and the right side C. So surface area again is the area of all the different faces added together. So let's start with A. It is a rectangle, length times width. And again, it's 16 by 4. So 16 times 4 is 64. This time I'm not going to double it. I'm going to wait until the very end to double it. For B, another rectangle, so length times width. B is 16 by 9. So we have to do 16 times 9, which is 144. And again, not going to double it. I'm going to do that at the end. C Another rectangle, length times width. It is 4 by 9, which is 36. So here's the other way that you can do it. You can take these areas that we have, 64 and 144 and 96, I'm sorry, not 96, 36, and you can add those together and then multiply that answer by 2 to find the total surface area. So over here, I'm going to do my work for total surface area. I'm going to add 64 plus 144 plus 36. That's going to give me 14, carry the 1. It's going to be 10, another 14, carry the 1, 244. But there are 2 of each of these faces. So this is only half of the surface area. So now I need to take 244 and multiply it by 2 to get my total surface area of 488 square inches. This video will help you find surface area of rectangular prism. Hope that helps you. Have a great day.